Yes, hello guys. Hey, how have you been? Yeah, we're going to make this, or at least try. And let me send you the link to the image. Hey, Susie Baka, how are you? Hello, Belez T-Rex. How are you doing? And I'm also going to... good, great. And I'm also going to use this character from Sketchfab. It's a free model. You can... It's by Tete Nashi. Yeah, Tete Nashi. And it's free. You can give him a follow. What we're going to be using for this scene. I really like the composition and the color choice they're using here. So yeah, that's why I chose this image. Hello, Nikori. How are you doing? Hello, Frodo. How are you doing? Hello, Zara Tani. How are you? Ziban Art. How are you? Linkin Park. How are you? Hello, C40. How are you doing, guys? Okay, let's jump in right away. I think I can start by just importing in the 3D model, which I just downloaded. So let me see. Should have it here. Open folder. Now let me drag in our image, which should be there. Your streams are really chill. Your voice is comforting too. Thank you, Pravas. Thank you. Hello, Batty Wee. How are you? Okay. What was I doing? I was trying to import the 3D character, because it's going to help us set up everything. Okay, so let me go to File, Import GLTF. Just copy this link here, paste that in, and just put her in. It looks like we have some issues with the scaling of the amateurs. So let me just try and scale them down. Just apply rotation. Yeah, so the model does need some work. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, so this is how she looks. Need to fix these eyes. Oh. All right, I'm going to thread the details just yet. So, first we're going to try and just use her for setting up the composition. So, camera is a bit rotated, somewhere like there. Let me turn on my shortcuts for anyone who cares. Okay. Some of these bonds need to be a bit bigger. I think I can do Control P. Yes. First scale these bonds. Okay. Let's bring in the sky. Okay, Let me see what's going on here. Seems I have an issue with my add-on. Okay. I have a bug. What CPU are you running on? Yeah, that's the setup. Thank you. I don't know. Was that C40? Thank you for bringing that. Yeah, I have a bug in my code here. Let me just make sure what's the problem. Look at the problem. Print. Okay, fix that. Should work now. I want to get the sky. Hey, I was watching your stream. Hey, I'm watching your stream after a long time. Ah, nice. Thank you, thank you. Okay, let's make these planks here. I'm tempted to just use geometry nodes because it should give us a better. Yeah, it should make the process much easier. So let's jump into geometry nodes. I'm not sure if you guys are comfortable with our geometry nodes, but I think it could give us some good results here. Okay, let me just call this anime market. I think we can start by making a few planks. Let me just, and I'm going to use solidify modifier. Just like that. And add in a bit of detail here and there. Just maybe even add a bevel. Yeah, something like that. Shouldn't be too strong. Now we want this to look wooden. Hey, MTO Creation, how are you? Hey, Clean Mesh. Yeah, sorry, I was having a mic issue here. But thank you, MT Creations. Hey, and thank you, Clean Mesh. Yeah, you have to fix issues as they come, especially if you are doing programming. Okay, hi. I was curious whether I can run Blender with an iGPU or Ryzen without a dedicated GPU. I'm not very familiar with Ryzen hardware, so I'm not sure. I can't really tell. I want to ask, what's your view on using many assets in your project? Because whenever I use many assets in my project, I feel like I'm cheating and the art is not mine. Well, then that means Marvel is cheating. Every DC is cheating because they are also using a library of different assets. No one just creates everything from scratch. Everyone borrows or uses other people's assets. You can't. It's really impossible to do everything by yourself. So I don't think you should feel like, yeah, you're cheating. Freezing? No, I was just fixing my mic. Yeah, I want to create an anime shader, cartoon shader here. You can see this doesn't have a lot of detail, so we can do the same. I'm going to use my usual trick of using a wireframe object, and I think I should have this above the solidify. So this is going to be our wireframe. Now let me create the edge material. I just call this edge. Edge, and just going to give it an emissive emission material. Set that to black, like that. Would you speak louder a bit or close to your mic? Let me see. How about there? Because I think my audio levels look fine. Could it be on your side? If I may answer also, Guatum, use assets because you cannot model everything and be part of a pipeline. You would take way too much time and get fired. True. Yeah, there are time limits timelines you have to hit, especially if you're working within a pipeline that you can't just do everything from scratch by yourself. Okay, so I have the wireframe. I have the wireframe material. So let's go to the wireframe modifier. Remove the replace, and for the material offset, we're going to use that. Now we have the edge, but we're seeing these materials, these lines everywhere. So I'm just going to use a Fresnel or layer weight mask, and let me first replace and just select everything and just assign it to this so that we can see what is going on. So I just want to grab a color ramp so I can create a mask. Yeah, a mask like that should be enough. So I can also grab a transparency, blend the two, and there should be the mask. And we need to use alpha blend, and no shadows. I think I need to switch these around. Or is it the other way around? I need to assign this again to the... So now I can control the edge detail like that. Yeah, something like that, I think. Yeah. I can also come in here and just play with the thickness of the edge like that. So we need a few of these. So I'm going to just make a few edits. Maybe this one is longer. Okay, we have that. Now let's try having them on a plane. Using let's draw a path, create a path. I'm just going to use geometry nodes for that. So let's just create the same path as this. So this is going to be our line, and I'm going to go to, let me make this curve look more. Let's go to geometry nodes. My new render taking a good 45 minutes to render. Granted, it has a ton of scattered foliage, and I'm rendering in 8 arrays. Wow, that's no surprise. Are you rendering the forest scene that you wanted to create last time? Okay, so we want to create a path and then instance these planks on it. So I'm going to grab this edge, and do curve to mesh, because I want to extrude this. So extrude mesh. I want to extrude edges. You leave the offset to 0 and then use a set position. Bring this down, yeah, and then I can extrude again here. This time we can extrude faces. So basically we have our path like that, and if I want to draw another path, it's giving me what I want like that with just a few nodes. The only thing I don't want is this bottom edge, or this thickness that this has. So to get rid of that, let me see. We can grab, let me first look at this. Gets extruded there. And if I should remove, I think I should remove it, but can't hear you. And maybe because the music was too much, was it? How about now? Okay, okay. I want to remove this thickness because it's going to create a few issues. Let me see. We have this. I think if we delete geometry here and just use we can come back to that later. Let's be a bit quicker. Audio is cutting in and out. Let me give me a moment here. Hopefully that's good. Cool job. Thank you. Okay, let's get our planks, which are these guys here. Have them in a collection. I'll call them wood. Just drag that collection in here, and I can use instance on points, and just use this as the instance, but they are rotated in the wrong direction, so I can come here and capture attributes. I want to capture the normal. And this should be. It should be a vector. And I can try use this for the rotation. See if that will give us what we want. You know, this is overkill and it's taking too much work for something simple. Let's just stick to something simple with a particle instancer. So I'm just going to have a plane like this. Go to the particle system, create a new hair system like that. We don't need that many. You can use 10. And then go to the render collection and just select the wood planks. And just apply their rotation and turn on advanced. And in the rotation, I need them to rotate correctly. So let me just try rotating them like that. Yeah, that should be good. God of Blender, thank you, David. Thank you, Andrew D. Okay, let me increase the scale. And I'm going to also come back here to the objects here and remove show viewport. Okay, I think this is a faster way than using geometry nodes. Yeah, so now we don't want too many. Let's have ambient occlusion on and some bloom as well. Thank you, Gaylord, for subscribing. Thank you. Okay, you can see now with this I can just maybe increase the particle count just like that. Spread them a bit. And I can just duplicate this and try to make it follow the path that I want. I need to push these clouds a bit back. Yeah, I guess we need a few particles. Now I'm going to use a sun. Because we're working with anime, we don't really need. If I turn off bloom for a bit, we don't need. We can go to the shadows and turn off soft shadows. Anime usually has sharp shadows. The anime character doesn't wear any clothes. We can come back to that and give her some clothes. Okay, so yeah, let's get some water. Let's get some water. The audio is fine now. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. For the water, I think I'm just going to go for a caustic texture. Caustics texture. It should be enough. No need for complicating this too much. We can just have something simple. Let me get this. Call this a new material. I'll call this water. Just drag this caustics image. Now we can just... Yeah, this has a watermark in it. Let me try a different image without any watermarks. And drag this. Okay, I can start with that scale, duplicate this, create another one with a smaller scale, and maybe even another one with even a smaller. Yeah, something like that. I can start blending them. Yeah, I think this is too big. This is too bigger. Yeah, something like that. Hold up, how did you make the anime girl? No, the anime girl is, I downloaded her from Sketchfab. I didn't make her myself. The link is in the chat if you want to get her. It's a free model that I got from Sketchfab. Okay, from here I can create this water. Colorize, give this color. So I'm just going to use layer weight, like that, and create 2 shades. I want a deeper blue with some green. Yeah, something like that. Then just blend the two. Or I can use add to add the water details. And then now I can just have this like that. The anime character, I think I saw that. A little, but I'm not good at architecture, but with X, I don't think you need any. I think I missed what you meant. Okay. Let's see. I'm also going to increase the shadow resolution to a 4K. I think we can get away with that since we don't have any soft shadows. Thank you, Wong Lee, for subscribing. Hello, Unknown. How are you? Glad to see you again. Yeah, more or less your work will speak more than a certificate. Good profile speaks for itself. Yeah, true. Thank you, Leandro Ramos, for subscribing. Okay, let's see. Oh, we can, I think this need to be a bit brighter. And we want to give them some variation, so I'm going to use the input object info and just grab the random color and use a color set it to a constant, so that each plank has some bit of randomness, or is not exactly the same. Yeah, something like that. Hey, Iron Man. What's up? How you been? Let me just try and sample. Okay, that's not going to. I think these planks are a bit lengthier, so just scale them up and maybe reduce the count. Yeah, something like that. And can also go to okay. Now I want the thickness to be more pronounced. Now the color fill should be something. You work as a freelancer or work with an organization? As a freelancer. Okay, let's try to speed up this. Okay, I'm starting to like how these planks are looking, and maybe I can just increase the thickness a bit, and maybe vary it as well. And thank you guys for the 46 likes. Appreciate it, appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Can't tell how much that means to me. So thank you, thank you. Okay. 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 Then we can have these side ones. Just duplicate this. I think we can also do some work on the character. She looks a bit too plain right now. So let's see. Brother, please do something suggestion stream. Like what? Like what, man? Hey, okay, I think this this is using animation, so I want this to use a diffuse like that, and I guess I can do a convert a shader to RGB, shader to RGB, and I just have a car ramp here. Will that work? Let me see. Shader to RGB. Oh, yeah. If it doesn't support this node, so let's try something different. We can just also want this to be more saturated, so I'm going to add a hue and saturation. Are you using a tone shader for the render? Yes. I want her to be fast, more saturated. Now let me create another tone shader here. This time we're going to use Fresnel. Just add a color ramp. And I think we can just go right away and use constant. This is going to be for the, so I'm just going to have an emission shader, blended, have this as a mask. Yeah, this, actually I like that outline. And I think we should just use animation. We should work within this. Yeah, I like the highlight like that. Now let me make sure that I have lights in this scene. I like that trim light. It's not what I was going for, but actually love it. So let's maintain it. Hey Zigzag, how are you? Happy Sunday as well. What have you been up to? At the end of the stream, could you show us how to use Blender Everything? I got lost in the site. What were you trying to do? The Blender Everything website, you can, it's very, I thought it was simple to use. Okay, what else? Let me see, does this, oh, she also has an edge. So I guess we could do another Fresnel. Yeah, thank you, Martin School10, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Yeah, we can create another Fresnel. Yeah, and then give her a black edge. So I can again do another emission, blend this, and use this as the factor. At this time, this is going to simply be an edge. It's going to be a very thin edge. Now we can try and dress her up like this skirt here. So let's try, how do we approach this skirt? Let me see. We can try, start using, we can start with a simple curve, a circle, with just maybe 18 vertices and subdivision surface. Just make sure it lines up with that torso. And then we can extrude down and just start making sure that everything lines up correctly until we get a skirt. Can even turn on proportional editing. and just start moving vertices around. Make sure that the skirt fits properly. Now I'm going to get her in a T-pose so that I can see things much easier. So yeah, then I can just isolate and yeah, with this we can go to the sculpt mode. Yes. Oh, I need to make sure that the scale of this is applied. Sculpt mode, and just start to brush on areas to make sure that things fit. Okay, maybe the sculpting is not the best option. I'm going to turn, since this uses symmetry, I can just remove this side, use a mirror modifier. Just start moving things around. Okay. Can come back to this later. You're trying to get free downloads. That's easy. Just go to the, if you want to download the free models that I have on the website, you just go to the free models section. Hey, thank you, MT Creations. A donation to the RTX 4090 fund. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah, thanks for the support. And I definitely will go to that. I don't know if I'll be getting a 4090 because they take a bit longer to get here. Maybe I'm thinking of a 3070 with a new setup. So, but again, thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. And thank you, Carstoon, for subscribing as well. And Martin, I think I already thanked you, but yeah. David, you just go to the free downloads, select any of the models of the page, select any of the models you want to download. You should find a link to the Google Drive, which should usually be, just go to the, yeah, it will take you to the Google Drive where you can download. Just click download and I should be able to access the projects. How much is a 4090 there? I don't think we have. Thank you again. You're going off, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. For the 3070, 3080, 3090. Yeah, I'm going to go for a 3080. Let me see. Let me show you the one I'm looking at. The setup I want to get. Yeah, this one here. Yeah, I'm still working on a few things that are chewing up my money, but after I'm done with that, I should be able to get this. It's using a 3070 and i9 8 cores, 32 GB RAM, Yeah. Again, thank you, man. It also looks good. Hopefully by the time I get the money, I can. So here, the whole rig is this much, and that's. Let me get a calculator here. If you convert, because this is Ugandan shillings, it would be 2,400, which is not a lot of money, but yeah, I need to first make sure that I get a few things done. Thank you, man, MTO Creation. Thank you. Thank you, man. That's a lot. Thank you. Okay. Apply the mirror. Create this card. I think we need to make. Hope I can donate to you. And no pressure. Yeah, you don't have to if you can't. I appreciate the support in any way you can support via viewing or liking this stream. But, yeah, don't feel pressured to donate. Am I thinking of passing MTO Creation in donation? Okay, let's see. But again, thank you, MT Creations, for the donations, for the $10. I appreciate that. Let's read this pattern. I think, let me see. How would we draw this pattern? So, think I can just, I think I need to apply, do I? No. I think I can just, I'm trying to see if this is one way we can get that pattern. Yeah. And maybe apply the mirror. Just push this Shift E1 and we have that. Thank you, Unique Boy, for subscribing. I appreciate that. I will donate to you on my second salary because first one I'm giving it to my mother. No pressure, man. No pressure. I appreciate any support that you can get. Thank you, Clean Mesh Studios, for the tool. Yeah, thank you, guys. How you fast? I can't even keep up with my keybinds. With your keybinds. It's experience. Yeah, thank you guys for the donations and the views and the likes. We at 73 likes, so that's really amazing. Okay, we want to create this pattern. I think I need to reuse the mirror again. Thank you, Clean Mesh. Clean Mesh, have you told me what you do? Because I don't think we have spoken much. Oh, anyway, let's see. We want to create a belt. So let's. I should actually just. Let me see. Have a circle. Another circle. Oh, we're having a donor war here. Thank you, MT Creations. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I appreciate the love. Thank you. Definitely will be going to the new setup fund. Thank you. And I might change my mind and just get the setup earlier than I wanted. Because, yeah, we should be able to invest in YouTube a little bit more. because I'm putting the money in other projects, but I should be putting it into a new PC. So I don't know. I'll see how this month goes, and maybe let me see, because I'm thinking there is no reason why other projects can't wait. I can actually, you know, I might get that. I might change my mind and just get it this month, because you guys are really motivating me with those donations. Because other things can wait. We could have more fun doing more heavier projects than we're doing. So I don't know. Maybe I could invest into. Yeah, we'll see. I'll try and see how things go this month. Why don't you make the picture that I sent to you on Discord? Yeah, because a lot goes into deciding what I need to make. I also have to look at what you guys want to watch, what your suggestions are, and what YouTube thinks you guys would like to watch. Thank you, Engineer Teddy, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Okay, this belt now should cut through. Because I want to make. Let me see. Let me turn on proportional editing as well. Push this. Okay. Yep. Yeah, let's give it that material look, or that look. Let's grab. We can just use layer weight. Do a color ramp. Maybe let's try constant. Let's try linear. Thank you for subscribing. Can't pronounce the name, but thank you. Do you want the picture easy or medium or difficult? I will take a look at it after doing this project, man, as I'm ending the stream. I think we can also use the Fresnel effect to add some outlines. We just use constant till we can see some edges like that. Mix this. Okay, and you can use a diffuse. don't know if I should just use this the way it is. I'm telling you again, you're really good with the node system. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Iron Man. Okay, let's make sure that this here, all of this is under the belt. Thank you, Annoyance Hazard, for subscribing. Okay. Out even further, and I think we need a second one below this. The first one can have the same material as this, but with some gold lines like in the reference image. So let's create some gold lines. Thank you, Madam Perry. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Polly Bonds, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's push this. Did any of you go to the Blender conference? Or is it even still going on? I'm not sure. Okay, for now we can have the skirt at that level, and we can now go to, wow, these are, okay. We can now go to this area here, and we can try using the cloth simulation tool for this area, but first, let me first see, can I just, yeah, I can grab this area here. Thank you, Nigoisa, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Okay. Okay, this, yeah, Shift D and then P to separate this. And the first thing, I'm going to just push them outside along the anomos. And again, I can give it the same material as our skirt, Control L, link materials. Okay. And then now we can try to make this area look more like a brush. So I think we need to turn on the mirror. The mirror. Can you like companies, for examples, Disney or companies that make film? Huh? I don't understand what you're asking. Rovlixo. This area here. Okay, let's grab a mirror. I'll bring this up, turn on clipping. Okay. My render is almost finished. 44 minutes later, like 15 minutes left. Yeah, and so how many frames are you rendering? Is it just a single image? Because that's a lot. And what are your sample count? I want this to just also these faces need to go. So anything, I think we can have this directly here. Now this could be connected in terms of proportional editing. Yeah, like there. Can dissolve some of these faces. And I think on the side, they should go straight. Why is it not cutting correctly? Yeah, straight like that. So everything underneath here can just. So basically, this is how you can create cartoon clothes from the geometry of the cartoon. $1,500 samples. That doesn't sound like a lot. Do you use the what is it called? We are in Eevee. The cycles timer, because that's usually what I go for. Instead of just relying on sample count, I just set a limit to how long the render should take, so that I know that within a certain time, the render should be done. Because sometimes there isn't a significant improvement after a few samples. At a certain threshold, adding more samples doesn't really improve anything. Okay, this shouldn't be a V. It should also just be like a curve. Let me see. Grab this. Yeah. I guess we can reduce on the bust. Yes. Okay. I have 4 carriers. Oh, so you're rendering 2 versions? The 8K and 4K? Yeah, we can add in cloth wrinkles in some of these areas, so I can just push these vertices and try and add some cloth wrinkles. They work better with subdivision surface. Thank you, Reverb, for subscribing. Yeah, I removed the limits. The limit, though, I wanted a background asset, really detailed and with a low sample count, and the denoising on the volume made the model look like shit. Oh, if you have volumes, that's yeah, the denoising. You need a lot of samples. You cancelled the 8K. I see. Okay, I think for this here, let's try using. Should we try using a cloth simulation? So let's try using a cloth simulation. Let me use a curve and set it to automatic, and just create a path in the shape of the cloth we're trying to make. So this should go here and come down here. And this, let me see, should go up here, come up here. So yeah, something like that should be a good starting point. Now we can have a plane that X should be scaled on the Y, and then just add enough resolution, apply scale, and I give it a curve deformer. Selected. Okay. I can even add an array. Also give it the same material. See, Actually, thinking of this, maybe just coming to the curve settings, turning on extrude. Yeah, actually, this gives us exactly what we want. And I can come back here and just shrink this where I want it to shrink, and just rotate or tilt these basically to what I want, so that we don't have any cloth intersections. I like that. Thank you for subscribing. Sorry, I can't pronounce the name. Okay, so with that, I'm going to create a backup collection just in case I need to revisit this. And I just convert this. Let me look at here. Convert this to a mesh. Add a few subdivisions. And I can now, let me isolate these for a second. I can make this a cloth, a collision object, and that is a cloth. If we play back, it should fall like that, but it's not really making the curve I want here. That could be a bit difficult. Let me see. I can grab this edge, extrude, and maybe rotate, and then extrude in the back, and then connect this to this bridge without bridge. Just get rid of those so that you have only faces, so that you have only edges like that. Give this side as subdivisions. Now, if we play back, it goes like that, not what we want, but we can use the sewing option. That should have it connected, and we can also add some self-collision to this. And let me make sure that this is using what. Anyway, can come back to that. I don't know, it doesn't increase realism. I was just debating on whether or not I wanted it cropped in more, or so I wanted it extra. You see, the smooth shading seems off on the center. Try to switch it to auto smooth. For this, I think it's already on auto smooth. It should be at smooth. Okay, so this is what we have, but the cloth is still too big, and we need to turn on self collision. So I'll go to my collisions and turn on self collision. Self collision has an issue. If you have it just by default, it can be quite unpredictable. If I get rid of this material, it doesn't look. Just keep it simple. So it's much easier to preview there. Okay. Self-collision seems to work just fine. But when you find that your self-collision is junky, you can try reducing the minimum distance, the distance here, something like 0.005. Usually that will give you a more stable simulation. Okay, but the cloth doesn't seem to fit very well, so I can use the shrink factor to make it shrink. It has to be in a positive value so that it shrinks. Okay, shrink a bit too much, and I think we don't have enough resolution. Don't think we have enough resolution. So let's we need to go back here, make more subdivisions. Let me select only this. No, only this. You need to first remove these vertices because those will subdivide as well, which is something we don't want to see. My internet. Seems like okay, seems okay. Anyway, I was saying we can subdivide this, and since we have just resubdivided, we need to bridge again and reconnect the sewing lines. Now, if I play back, yeah. And you can see it's a bit smaller here at the neck. So let me just grab those edge loops. Shrink that in. I also don't want this to intersect. So I'm just going to try and so another thing, you see this backside is too large, so I can grab this island, shrink that. Now you can see now we're getting a tighter fit, though I think I need to go to this object and reduce the distance, collision distance to 0.005 as well. Yeah, so I'm going to stick with this. If you try to experiment with this more, you can get it to fit better. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much of your time experimenting with that. So let's just grab these vertices, just drag the whole thing where we want it. Just yeah, so we can just use this simulation as a starting point and just edit everything. But of course, with if you spend a little bit more time on this with experimenting, you can get it to match exactly how you want it to things to be. But I think for us, this should be okay. We're having a few intersecting issues. Hey Kelly, are you? Do you make anime skin shader? We're going to try and make the skin shader. What we did is the cloth shader here, that we haven't really made the skin. Thank you for the tool, for the $2. I appreciate that. Have never heard of turbo render. Me neither, me neither. How does that work? Okay, okay, this area here, I'm not liking how this area is looking. So what I'm going to do is just grab these faces, remove them, and just use the ones on this side because they look much better. Just mirror them and move them around. You push them out. This can go just under, and then we can get rid of this side. Now we can just work on the material. Still not the best material ever, but for now it will do because we want to move on to other things. Okay. I also like the red hair, so let's do that. And this can just use the skirt material, I think. Just tweak it a bit so that it uses a more reddish. Yeah. All of these could just be Control P, keep transform, amateur deform. Let's give her a pause. Kelly, are you watching House of Dragons? I'm guessing you are, because you're a big fan of that universe. Let me see. Okay. Maybe we could also give her the same pose. It's simple enough to do too much. Okay. Let's see. Do you have anime skin shader? Anime skin shader? No, I'm just going to try and create one myself. Okay. Let's create this house here. And we can start with a base or a platform like this. Actually, I can go to the wood planks. Just need one. Then I recommend rendering the raw render resolution. I think you're replying to MT Creations. Okay. Can now just make a base platform here. Yeah, something like this. I can just duplicate this. So we have a platform like that. That can thank you, Casio Handoyo, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Let's make this a bit darker. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Sorry I can't pronounce the name, but yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you, San Nguyen, for subscribing. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Now we can have some pole. Even use some rounded ones. They have to be a bit uneven. Thank you, Leonard, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Give this a displacement. Nice. Auto smooth. Just move some of these vertices around so that things are not completely even. Give this same modifiers and same material, except the solidify. We don't need that. Let me look at this. Thank you for subscribing as well. Just get this darker. Let's call this dark wood. Dark wood. Is it? I think I even need to make this even darker. Okay, now this base platform, I think I'm going to use it to replace the ones I have here. They're not detailed enough. So duplicate. I need this entire piece duplicated here. Again there. Okay. I think it's going to get fun when we start working on the fruits. Okay, I think we can also use this detail here. Okay. I think this is a bit in the back, maybe somewhere like that. Then we need to create a few of these houses I think let's speed up a bit because in a bit slow. Let me start with a fruit basket like this. How are we going to approach that? Should we do everything using geometry or some textures? I think we can do a mix. So let's see. Fruit basket. Here we come. Here we go. I'm going to get a basket texture. Basket texture. It should be specs lowercase. Yes. Okay. Let me grab this image. New material for this basket. Let me use cube projection. Okay, so anime textures are not usually that detailed, so I have to blend these with some sort of, actually I can even just use a noise texture. I can grab this BUV mapping and then I can do a vector math, because you want to vector math. You don't want the textures to be that detailed. So you can see it merges the texture a bit. I can add a multiply here. Let me see if I don't want it to be too detailed, but you should still be able to see the details and realize that this is a basket texture. Hey, really cooking. How are you? Glad to see you. So this can go to the diffuse. And there we can add a few subdivisions just to break up this a bit. I'm going to give this the dark wood material. And that maybe make this basket even the texture less detailed as well. Okay, now let's work on some fruits. We can just create a cube. Thank you, NBA Insomnia. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Okay, some fruits now. Oh, just have a bunch here. You don't have to add too much detail. One other thing we could do is add the line. Let me see. We can use the Fresnel or layer weights option. Just so we have some edge detail. So I can blend this with an emission. Just like that. This can also be the same. Actually, I can just duplicate this. So we can give these a different material. The red. And we can also have another material. Maybe these are the cherries. Kind of give them a purple material. I think I have some bananas in my asset library, so banana. Hey, thank you, Sogand. Thank you. No, banana. No, I don't have a banana. I do have a banana. I remember creating one. I guess I didn't add it to the library. But we can create one very quickly. Banana should just be a simple shape. A shape like that should be enough. Give it the same material as this. Now that should work as our banana. Now we can have a bunch, a banana. Like that. Fill up our basket. Let me see. Do I have any other fruits? Oh, I have a fruit stand. Guess that should be a good starting point. Because that's making all these was going to be time consuming, but guess we can take full advantage of this. Okay, we might need to change a few things about this fruit stand. And also, let's improve the lighting of this character. And I think, let me make this editable. Let me give this an edge, a tone shade edge. I'll give it the edge and give it the wireframe. I think we work better with this type of edge, the Fresnel edge. So let me copy that and just paste it. Hey, thank you guys for 149 likes. Didn't even know we had already gotten there. Hello Henry, how are you? Have you been? How have you been? Why don't you upload the house model? It's so efficient. The house model, like use it here. Guess we could bring in some models from previous projects, because if we try to make this from scratch, it's going to take some time. Is the asset library a plugin? Yes, it's my own add-on, coded by me and maintained by me. It doesn't come with the objects, but hello Faru Hidayat, thank you for subscribing. Yeah, just use it to manage I use the asset library to manage my assets. Basically, like, it works like the asset browser. Okay, what is going on? Okay, it seems, yeah, I need this to be okay, something like that. But I want to change to replace. Let me go back to quick functions here and just optimize my textures, because I think they're too big. So yeah, as this is optimizing, reducing the sizes to something more easy. Thank you, MTO Creations, for the prompt. Thank you. I should make you a mod, man. I don't even know how to do that though. But thank you. Thank you, Sarah Malki, for subscribing. I appreciate that. So as this is optimizing the textures, I have some links in the description, affiliate links, in case you are looking for plants, well-made plants for Blender. This is Vegetation, a free add-on. Sorry, not a free add-on, but an amazing add-on with a ton of vegetation, plants, trees. Just look at this render. And what makes it look that realistic, I think, is the trees. Just look at this tree, how detailed it is. I think they use Speed Tree for this. And Speed Tree is the Hollywood standard for making trees. It's the most popular tree maker. Yeah, if you want to check out Vegetation, links are in the chat or in the description. And also Transportation, if in case you want cars. They have planes, bikes, mopeds, any type of vehicle you might think of. Link again is in the chat. Gladly mod. Nice. Let me see. How can I guess, yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, yeah, so I want to replace this roof with thatched grass like this, with a thatched roof. Thank you for subscribing. I can't pronounce the name, but thank you. It seems like those trees will make the scene very heavy. Yeah, they are very detailed trees. I don't know if they have a way, they have some low poly versions, but yeah. if you want to get close-up scenes, those trees are going to be very, very useful. Okay, how do we approach this thatched grass? Do we just use a texture? Let's see. Thatch. How do you even spell thatch? Thatch grass texture. I posted two versions of your remind me to check Discord when I'm about to end the stream. I think I really enjoy checking that out, seeing some of your stuff. Okay, let me try this, and maybe this. Let's see. Okay, this has some watermarks. Yeah, this could work. So let's okay, thatched roof. Let's add a plain new material. Bring in that thatched roof. Why is it not coming? Yes. Just drag that in. Okay, so we have our thatch. We need to first create an alpha mask from this, because you can see that there. We can use our color ramp, and this should be very easy. You just need to clip this, something like that. That should be enough for this. I can use a diffuse. I'm just going to use a diffuse and transparency. Thank you, Tomito, for subscribing. Transparency, blend the two, and just use this as the mask. And we just need to change this to alpha clip. Yeah, alpha clip should be enough. I need to switch these around. This should be the color. Actually, this has to go back. Yeah. So that's going to be our grass. We can add some subdivisions. You don't want it to be perfectly flat. Can give it a slight rotation and move it, these points up a bit, I think. Now, how do we instance this? I think we grab a plane like this, give it a slight inclination, and give it a hair system. Particles here. We don't need we can use 100 particles. Turn on advanced, and the render objects. Now I just need to figure out the. Let me first get the right rotation. Okay, so if I rotate this on the X, rotate this on the Z, Y, X, Y, rotate on the Y. Yeah. Yeah, I think not. Why don't you try a Halloween themed render on your next stream? I guess I could do that. Yeah, you're the captain now. Okay, we don't need... Okay. I think I'm still not sure about the rotation of this, so let me see. Rotate this 180, rotate this 180. Yeah, now it should be, we can randomize these around. Yeah, we can have multiple layers, so, and I think if I subdivide these, not exactly what I was going for. No. I think we can vary the rotation of this just a bit, and then now we can start placing this on the roof. So let's come here. I think now it looks like a thatched roof. Interesting. Yeah, I think I can get rid of this roof and just now use this roof. Oh, you finished the render? Nice, nice. Hey, Bobby, Alex, it's cool. Hi. That's cool. I was making a galaxy and cooking stuff. Nice. Okay. Let's see. You made another galaxy. Okay. Amazing. Let's see. I get caught up in my thought process quite a lot. I want to change this We need some bananas here. Hey, thank you, Njai Shah, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Also need bananas here. Now we can have some green bananas, and ones that haven't ripened. Okay. Let me have this in the fruit stand and just instance the fruit stand, shift A, instance fruit stand. Bring in some trees. Okay. I thank you, the Strippy Cat, for subscribing. Add some wind in here. Thank you, Dude Gaming, for subscribing. And thank you guys for 175 likes. I don't know why this thatch doesn't look as good as I hoped. Let me see. Why does it not look as good? Oh, I see. I see. Okay. I think we can do this. We can definitely make this look good. This scene looks complicated. Yes, it is. It is, but we'll figure out a way to make it less complicated. That I can promise. Okay. Okay. This seems this goes all the way and makes a corner this side, and our leg should also extend. And then our fruit stand or our market stand. Okay. Let's get the sun. Should be a bit. I'm liking this bluish light here, so let me add that. Maybe it should help. Hello, Batuna Osbey. How are you? Glad to see you. How have you been? Okay, and let me go back to this original thatch. Let's see, can we, what about if we use alpha blend? Does that just slows down things, but doesn't really do much? Of a clip. And I think we can even add some color overlay. Thank you. Perspective seems to reference image. I see. So these front ones then would have to be a bit taller. It's kind of cheating a bit there, but guess that shouldn't matter too much. And I'm just going to separate these, just use them as I can just now, you can help with a bit of detail. I don't know if he's... The sun direction might also be off. Our sun direction might be off. Now, for the fruits, I think I'm just going to use a plain, like this. Just give it a hair system. Let's use about 100. And all these fruits should be, let me see, in a fruit collection. So I'll call them, I give them a fruit collection. Maybe these apples as well. And I can use that collection here. Let's go in here. Yeah, let me have her. So she's carrying these fruit stand. Now we need a lot of these. Randomize other rotation. Here's my rotation. Randomize rotation. Oh, this is really getting shape. Thank you, Kana. Okay. Let me see how this looks in cycles. because I want to try a few things out and see. You know what? I think we might have to stick with cycles. Does it better? Okay. But now that we're using cycles, we might want to play with the lighting a bit. Let me see, where is the sun coming from? Okay. Okay. Get these. Let me see. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate that. I think now what we are left with is just to fill up this area here with fruits and stuff. Okay, so how do we do that? I think I can grab this. Have it here. So we have a pile of fruits there. So let me come here to the particle system, add more particles. Okay. Yeah, we need more. And also we need a pile there. Then another pile. At this time, we can just have the bananas. So I can change this from a collection to object and just select one of the banana bunch. I need to make sure that this is using a completely different particle system. So instead of collections, using object and using the banana, it's using the banana. Yeah? Oh. Okay. Okay. And we can have another one here. But this time it's using the green bananas. It should be a different particle system, and it uses the green. Okay. Let's see. I'll just also add in a wooden pile here. A wood pile. Just start adding random stuff. And we can also create this. Can also just grab this basket. Have another pile. fruit there. Let's make this. Thank you, Moldo, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Character looks a bit dark. For some reason, I think you can add a light directly in her face. See if that helps. Still dark for some reason. Let me try, because I want this side here to be as dark as this side. So let me try adding a dark object so that this side doesn't receive any Hey, Akbar Mix Official. What's up? Thank you, Preben Lang, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Me grab this again. Okay. Her face is still okay. Better now. Better. Because it wasn't as bright as I wanted it to be. Yes. Continue putting random stuff. Just put some wares. Hello, John Matthias. How are you? Okay. Let's make this area dense with trees. Thank you, Joey Gomez. Thank you. I'm gonna go. Good luck with the scene. Thank you. Thanks for the support. And thank you guys for the 204 likes. I appreciate it. I think what we are lacking is detail around here. That it's hard to have this much detail because I don't have the necessary assets prepared. Let's see. What could we add in here that fits the style? See, I have some trip tomorrow. Have to plan it. and stuff. Good luck, man. Good luck. Good luck with it. Right. I think we can just reuse this basket in different areas because we don't have as much stuff as they do in this scene. Thank you, Terracon, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Okay. Let me try blocking off some of the lights. See what happens. I think she's too big for our scene. Okay, I like the shadows here. Let me add a cut. I should use the same wood material. I think, let me add a light. Let me see, area light. Just about there. Yeah, I want some of that cut to show, so to be in light, so I'm going to duplicate this. Yeah, something like that. Hey Maxime videos. What's up, how are you? UG Promotions, have learned a lot from you. Hey, what's up, how are you, UG Promotions? And thank you for the compliment, man. I like to have the water more. I think I'm starting like that. Let's play with the colors a bit here. Okay, let's go. Yes. Yeah, I'm starting to like that. Thank you, Leon Macula. Thank you for subscribing. I'm going to grab all the fruits we have. You're really talented with Blender. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm going to grab. That's a lot of objects to grab. But let's try. I want to have all of these in a collection called one, and just instance that collection in the back here, so that at the back also has some stuff in, because it's a bit empty. I need to make this water look as blue as this. Let me see if I make it metallic. And I think our piece has also taken up its own life. Like looks a bit different from the original, which I don't mind. Have some hanging bananas, which is nice. Maybe you could try adding some ourselves. So let me see. I think we need a larger platform. Yeah. Okay, let's see how this looks in Eevee. Everything is going to hang for a bit, so bear with me because we haven't calculated. Yeah, see, things look responsive, more responsive than expected, which is nice. Put on lights, that's how things look. Not as good as cycles, so let's stick to cycles. And I think she needs to be a bit to the left so that we can see the path more clearly. These poles should be a bit darker, even darker than this. I think I need to duplicate these. block some of this light. Thank you, the Langdale incident. Thank you for subscribing. Things are getting a bit slow, so let me optimize these textures a bit. Let me see how many. Okay, let's look at this. You know, I don't think I mind this look. If we spent a little bit more time on it, I think it would really look even much better. Okay, we are done with the optimization, I think. Let's add some maybe characters in the back. Thank you, MTO. Can barely see the characters, but they are there. Thank you, Ice Dawn, for subscribing. I appreciate that. Let's look at different angles and see. Not too bad. I think these right blockers should be simply Thank you, Alex Sensei, for subscribing as well. I appreciate that. Thinking of adding some volumetric fog. Let me see. Though the render already looks good enough to me, let's play with other volumetrics and see. Let me go to my medieval package. I'm facing an issue when I'm trying to select an object, the other object is getting selected. Suppose I have object A, B, C, D, and I'm trying to select any object that only... Well, you can try just zooming in and then try and select it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know what could be happening there. Thank you, Sabrina, for subscribing. Appreciate that. What else do you guys think we could add on to this to make it look super? I think it looks like a market, which is what we're trying. We set out to get. Yeah, let me take a look at Discord, and maybe we could call this a day. Discord. Yeah. Thank you, Mizomi Photography, for subscribing. Appreciate that. Yeah, I wanted to go to my medieval library, see what I have there. Okay, Discord time. Yeah, I think we saw this from Gamer. Nice. Working. Oh, this is the render MTO. Nice. This is good. This is really good. Especially the composition. Yeah, there isn't much I could change here. And I also like the texture detail on these trees. These are nice trees. Which are these from Botanical? They're really detailed. Nice. Amazing, man. This. How long did it take you to make this? Did you make the house as well? Because this looks good, man. This is really detailed. Amazing. Oh, unknown. This is, I don't know if unknown is here, but thank you, Trigger Warning, for subscribing. Let's model our farmhouse. Nice render there. Nice render. And I do have one thing more. The trees look a bit odd. Could it be other twigs? Yeah, they do look a bit odd. Maybe you have... Yeah. Let me see. You modeled the house? Nice. That's amazing. And what did you use Blender for the texturing? That's great detail. Maybe add a silhouette of a person in the window there. I don't know how that would look. Took you a couple hours. The scene was about 2 days of tinkering. Yeah, this is amazing work, amazing detail. I don't think my PC would handle this. This is too much vegetation for my PC, but the composition is just top notch. Okay, so we have streamed for 3 hours, 228 likes. That is superb. Yeah, thank you guys. I think I'm going to have to end this here. Don't forget to check out Blender Everything because I'll be posting the final render. Blender Everything. I'll be posting the final render and a breakdown of the different shots. Like you see, for example, in this, the one we created yesterday, was it a few days ago? If you go to the community renders. Oh, by the way, another thing, anyone who wants to get featured on this page, because I'm creating this page so we can share renders and breakdowns. If you have any render, MTO, if you want your render to maybe be featured on the page, you can just send, or anyone else, you can just post it in the, where is it, server, in the feature, should be feature your render server here. You can paste the image there. If you have a higher resolution image, you can send me a URL and I'll paste it there because yeah, so for like this image or this project, you can see the different shots and the outliner. Yeah, and I also have a time-lapse version of the scene. I'll create, let me see where is it? Is it this here? There is a time lapse. I think I should. I'm thinking maybe I should also animate this. Have this animated, but the issue I'm going to have is because we have this character in the scene, it could be a bit difficult to animate. Or I guess I can remove her. Let me see. Shift G, children. If I remove her from the scene entirely, I guess I can just animate the camera moving forward and upload that because animating the character would just be too difficult to do. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Anyway, thank you guys for showing up. Thanks for everything. Yeah, if you want to